Appreciate it.
And Alan,
I graduated in 1980.
1980.
Yeah, back before the internet. Yeah.
That's it, Alan. He's a homegrown boy, too.
How are y'all doing? It's always a pleasure to speak with you all. I've been over here for many of these. Used to bring my mom here, but we lost her in September. She got COVID and just never bounced back from that. So it's hard to come because there's faces that aren't here anymore from the last time I came. But I appreciate you all inviting me. It's always an honor to speak to Hapeville folks. Just want to talk a little bit about what's going on in Hapeville. If you hadn't ridden around lately, ride around and take a look. You won't recognize everything because things are growing so fast around here. Sometimes they're growing so fast that it's scaring people, you know, because we do have unprecedented growth. We've never seen so much going on at the same time as we've got going on right now. So it is a little scary. We got a lot more people coming into town, and that could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. But one of the things I've tried to impart upon our councils, city councils over the years, is for us to maintain the small town charm that makes Hapeville what it is. Because to me, you know, our tagline is a community with a heart, and to me, this city has a heart, and that's what brings you back to these gatherings. It's the heart that is Hapeville, and the heart that's part of you, and the heart that was part of us that graduated from Hapeville High School. We'll never see days like that again, and I'm proud that we're able to celebrate what that meant and what that's done to all of us in our lives. It's put us in a very grounded place. I've told people over the years I didn't come out of Hapeville High School as a rocket scientist, but Hapeville High School certainly grounded me gave me the foundation for a good life, and I'm very proud to call myself amongst the graduators of Hapeville High School. So thank you all for coming out again today. We got a lot going on right now. I just kind of want to run through a list real quick of some of the activities, some of the projects that are going on. 2 weeks ago, we had a ribbon cutting for the Porsche Cars North America track expansion. That is I think it's a 1.6 mile track expansion that will tie in with the other track that's there. And people will come into town and they'll pay $600 Porsches around. So that's a good problem to have when folks are willing to pay that much to enjoy the German engineering of a Porsche. Part of that expansion also included a restoration center. So, you know, if you find your grandfather's Porsche in the garage at the farm somewhere and you want to get it refurbished for about $100,000, you can bring it. They'll refurbish it for you. Once again, that's a nice little jewel to have in our crown. They also built a parking deck because they were using a lot of surface parking over there, so they built a parking deck. And in an effort to be green, they put some solar panels on the roof of the parking deck, so they're generating some electricity over there too. So that's been a nice addition to Hapeville. We had a location at the old gas station on the corner of the little short leg of Virginia Avenue up here called the Printmaker Studio. That was an old service station that had been abandoned, that was gifted to the city, and about $1.5 million later, we've got a nice Printmaker Studio there. Printmaker Studio, it's a form of art that keeps old printing methods alive, and you can be a member. You can go take classes there, and they've got some of the old offset presses and stuff, and so they help keep that part of the of art alive. That's been a nice addition to our city as well. Village Walk at Virginia Park, that's down here on Willingham Drive. You'll see some development there. Those are townhouses. There'll be 25 units. That's at Willingham and Colville. They'll have 1,900 square foot of retail and restaurant space in that location. There's a Dogwood Drive, or Stewart Avenue as we all know it, 3165. There's 23 townhome units going in there. There's a high-end luxury apartment development on North Central Avenue called Signal, and that's 285 units, very dense development there, and that's got 4,300 square foot of retail space as well. D.R. Horton Homes has bought a lot of what we call Asbury Park, which is directly behind us here. That area over there off the Loop Road, between Loop Road and South Central Avenue, you'll see a lot of individual lots over there. D.R. Horton has bought those, and they'll have some single-family housing over there. And those we won't quite have the density over there that we have with some of these other townhome developments. King Arnold Street at Sunset, there are 25 single-family units there. That's over there near the St. John's Catholic Church at Sunset and King Arnold Street. Stillwood Farms, which is Stillwood behind the In-City Suites. Stillwood at the end of North Avenue there. 57 single-family home units there. They are packed tight. And that's not everybody's style, but the younger generation, they don't mind that density. They don't mind looking in their neighbors' bedrooms and stuff. But they're all packed right close together. But they're selling, and they're selling for, you know, we've got houses in Hapeville selling for $600,000. I never thought I'd see the day that would happen. That's nice development as well. There's another townhome unit development going in on Dogwood, Metropolitan Parkway, Stewart Avenue, 58 units there. The Atlanta Postal Credit Union, if y'all remember when Ford Motor Company was in operation, they had 123 acres on their site. And Porsche has taken most of that site, but there's about 13 acres on the western end of that near the Elm Street side of of the Ford site. And the Atlanta Postal Credit Union planning to put in 132,000 square foot of office space for their headquarters over there. That's in the work. 801 North Central Avenue, we've got 68 units going in over there. That's over there where y'all will remember Malvina Wells' house over in that area. Again, townhomes are not everybody's cup of tea, but our market studies show us that they're a hot commodity right now. Embassy Suites Hotel, I think I mentioned this last time I was here, right down the street, just going a little bit this way down Virginia Avenue, you'll see a brand new Embassy Suites. It's a beautiful hotel. It's been a great addition to our city. Dwarf House redevelopment, I guess most of y'all have seen the massive Dwarf House. It's not the Chick-fil-A we all grew up with, but it's not only a great restaurant. It's 11,000 square feet, but it tells the history. It tells the Chick-fil-A story in all of its architecture. They've got architecture in that building representing Chick-fil-A from day one to today's more modern dwarf houses and Chick-fil-A restaurants. So again, you know, 20 years ago, if I told you Hapeville, Georgia was a tourist destination, you'd have said, what? But believe it or not, people are fascinated by Chick-fil-A. People come from all over the country to see this Chick-fil-A. People come from all over the country to drive Porsche cars. So Hapeville, believe it or not, is becoming a tourist destination. I never thought I'd see the day when we would have that. Some of the things that we do as the city to help kind of keep our doors open and make sure we're staying ahead of trends is we're constantly updating our plans. We recently completed a 2022 comprehensive plan update. We did a Willingham Drive LCI corridor study. There's a group that is called Find the Flint, and I don't know if many of you know, but the Flint River runs directly under Virginia Avenue right here, with the headwaters literally right here at the Delta headquarters. And there's a group out there that is working on finding the Flint. So we're trying to participate in that because uncovering that waterway is another tourist attraction and another addition to the city that we're participating with. So that's part of what the Willingham Corridor LCI study was about. Down near the ballpark where the old swimming pool used to be that we all have fond memories of. That swimming pool was closed up years ago, but we're completing the project of installing a splash pad. That splash pad is like a water feature that the children really enjoy. So that's very, very near completion right now. We're very excited about that because that will, you know, one of